Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Venator Trading. We're live Wednesday, July the 26th, 7 a.m. New York time. So good morning to everyone here in the States. Good afternoon to everyone on the other side of the pond. And good evening to everyone on the other side of the world. Welcome, y'all. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you're back. Good morning. Candle Slayer, Daz, Chase, Beeswax, Red Ezekiel, Biley Mansky, Matthew Hope, Moby Dick, Adrian, Joseph, Kenneth. Good to see you guys in here. Hope that you had a great day yesterday. Hope you're having a good day today, wherever you are and whatever time it is there. Big day starting this week. We are giving away one 10K account every day this week. We will draw the winner in about an hour. And you have to be present to win. So we'll see how that goes. I need to go and set up a Twitter picker giveaway thing. Oh, goodness. All right. Big news today. We've got the Fed interest rate coming out at 2 o'clock today. So, a lot of times you don't see a very good setup for them before that kind of news drops. So we'll just have to be patient and wait like we do every single day. But I'm glad you guys are in here and hanging out. Just created a Twitter just to follow your account. Awesome. Very good, Ken. Thank you, man. And yeah, you don't have to be active on Twitter for sure, but that's the best way, the easiest way to handle the giveaways. In fact, I need to see Twitter retweet. I don't want it to be a retweet. Twitter picker comment giveaway. I need to find. I don't want to have to pay for this thing. Maybe I'm going to have to. Retweet. I don't want it to be a retweet. I want it to be a comment picker. If someone knows a website that lets me do a free, let's see, giveaway comment picker. Instagram. We don't want Instagram. I want Twitter. Oh. Well, anyway, chat, I'll let you figure that out. Maybe you guys can figure out exactly where's the website I go to pick that winner. The last one was a YouTube comment, and so it was easy to find, but I don't know where the other one is. So somebody on there, we need to figure that out in the next hour. Good morning, David. Having a good day. Breached a 5K account, but came out of 2 weeks drawdown on 2 of my 10K accounts and up 2%. That's awesome. That is awesome. Way to go. Good job, Bilebatsky. Good morning, Marlon. Lots of news today for the U.S. Got my 2% for today, so I'm out. Good job, Chase. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. Euro dollar pumping overnight. Pound also pumping. This was a setup I was looking at I was hoping GBP would come down here overnight and tap into this 4-hour order block right here. But it did not. It's just kind of held and then run a little bit higher now. But that was a play I had going into the London session last night. So oh, good morning, good morning. Hello, Trading Night, Cougar Cat, Muhammad. Welcome in. Glad you guys are here. Took a 2RR and got out of GU yesterday. It's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. 1-2, man. I promise you, if you would just close out your full position at 1-2 for the next 100 trades, I promise you, you're going to be very happy with those results. It's not a race. You don't need to capture. I don't know why I'm yawning so much today, because I feel great. You don't need to capture 1-5, 1-8, 1-10. You don't need all that. It's going to add so much stress to your trade management. And in the end, you're going to find what's going to happen is 1-2, full closure at 1-2 is not that dramatically different than partials on a 1-5 that equal a true 1-2.3 or 1-2.4. So just get rid of the stress, take the full 1-2 right there and be done with it. Good morning, Deadpool. Welcome in. Mr. Alfie, welcome in. Glad you guys are back. If someone knows how to do a comment, a Twitter picker comment, been blocked. Why have I been blocked? Okay. Free Twitter giveaway picker. But it's a retweet. It doesn't give me the option to only... I don't want to use the a retweet, and it keeps saying I'm blocked. Weird. What's this one? Twitter giveaway picker must like. What's with the retweets? I just want a comment picker. Why is this so hard? I'm not understanding why this is so hard. From replies. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm just going to do a test run here, because I need to get this figured out before everyone shows up. And I should have done this before the stream. I'm sorry, y'all. This is bad streaming right here. From replies. All right. So how do I, what do I do now? I don't understand. This is just not easy to understand. Next. Hmm. That's not going to work either. I don't understand why this is so difficult. What the heck? You can check that out. Twitter Picker. That's the one I was looking at, Red, and it blocks me. It won't let me even get in there. It says you've been blocked from this website. I just don't want to have to pay, and it was blocking me. So like when I use twitterpicker.com, it says sorry, you have been blocked. So I don't even know why. It won't let me in on twitterpicker.com. If I do comment picker, I guess I could do it from likes. That way I could just tell everybody, hey, go like the post. Because that was in the rules. You had to like, comment, and retweet. So we'll just tell everybody they need to go like the post. It looks like that will work. Winner from tweet likes. Add extras, exclude users. Number of winners, 1. How do you, what? All right. How do I log in? Oh gosh, I totally should have done this before. I'm sorry, y'all. This is just rookie mistakes. It's telling me I need to log into my Twitter account, but there's no like way to connect it. Get Twitter data. Please log in first with your Twitter account. Well, that would be great. I'm more than happy to do that if you would just tell me where in the world I'm supposed to do that. Press first the button. Get Twitter data. Please log in first with your Twitter account. Oh, right here where it says login. Authorize the app. Okay. Tweet likes. Link the tweet. One winner. Get Twitter data. God. It now it's saying it's only the first 50 likes are. Well, if there was a way, I don't want to change the rules on the day of. I just need to. Most of these are all retweets. Like it's only doing it on the retweet. So I mean, it was part of the rules that you had to retweet the tweet. The website that twitterpicker.com is blocking me. It's literally telling me I've been banned from the site and I have no idea why. So that's not going to work. And this is super frustrating. Gosh, dang it. I mean, the only other way we're going to have to do this is that it's just going to have to be retweets. And if you haven't retweeted it, you're not going to be eligible. That's the unfortunate part. Control, load the tweet, winner count, must follow, at Venator Trading, at Bespoke Funding. It doesn't need all that. Continue. There's a Twitter update. Please try later. I'm going to spend the next 45 minutes and we're going to not even be able to talk about the freaking charts because of this stupid giveaway. And it's really my fault. This is what I get. Look, I'm just going to show y'all. This is what I get at twitterpicker.com. So I don't know why it thinks I'm trying to attack it. It triggered the security solution. There are several actions that could trigger this block. Maybe if I clear my cache, say the last 24 hours, clear data. Let's see what that does. Okay, now let me go back to twitterpicker.com. All right. All right. So it looks like At least I can get back on the website. Load the tweet. Let's see. All right. This looks like it's working. My gosh, that was just brutal, man. That was brutal. There are currently 297 retweets. So some people have not retweeted the tweet, the original tweet. So you're going to need to retweet the original tweet here. And it is right. It's right over here. So you have to retweet that. If you haven't, go retweet it. If you have, then you're in there. There's 297 so far. And there's only 27 in here right now. We got 30 more minutes, so we'll see. But you're going to have the best chance to win if fewer people show up. Oh, God, that is just dumb on my part. I'm sorry, y'all. I am absolutely sorry. I can't see your comment. It doesn't let you post. It doesn't let you guys post links. I wish I could do it by likes from the stream of the people that are here, Daz. That's a great way, but there's not. I looked for that originally. There's no way to scrape that data. There's no other website that comes and scrapes the likes from a live stream to import that into some kind of random picker. Unfortunately. So go, if you didn't retweet that post, it was very simple directions: like, comment, retweet. So all of those numbers should be fairly similar to each other, but some people are not retweeting. We're going to have to do this again tomorrow, so hopefully I get this figured out. Maybe I'll find a better system by tomorrow morning. I thought it would be just as simple and easy as the YouTube giveaway that we did, but evidently Twitter is a lot different. So I'm sorry about that. That was horrible. That was a horrible opening for the first 25 minutes of a stream. Absolutely amateur hour. Amateur half hour. So I apologize for that. I should have done my homework. Absolutely should have done my homework. We've got about 35 more minutes until we draw that winner. And then we can get on with our day. So while you're in here waiting, go ahead and like the stream. Smash that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're here every day. Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. New York time, and we stream for 2 to 3 hours every single day. And we're just in here trying to hunt trophy buck setups. This is the 10K to $2 million funding challenge, officially sponsored by Bespoke Funding. We're still working on our overlay that we have to use for all of this stuff up over here. And to make it look better, they've sent me a couple mock-ups, but I need to change a few things on what they sent me. It was just cluttering up. There just wasn't a whole lot of space for the actual charts in what they sent over, and so I need to we're going to have to redo some of that stuff, but it's fine. We'll get it worked out, and we'll get this thing looking pretty sharp in here eventually. If any of you guys have experience building stream overlays, you can DM me on Twitter. I'm still trying to work my way and figure my way around that. So I want it to look nice and professional. This does look kind of amateur hour, just random text around the screen and no borders or, anything like that. So, but there will be a Bespoke Funding banner since they are the official sponsor. As part of the sponsorship, they are giving all of my followers a 15% off discount and an 85% lifetime profit split on any challenge purchase. You use the code Venator. That's capital V, Venator. And it is live. It is working. But when you use that, it does help out the stream. We get a small, tiny commission off of those. I chose to let you guys have the larger discount and me the smaller commission. So I hope you take advantage of that and buy an account with them. They are fantastic. They really are great. I've had nothing but a wonderful experience using Bespoke. They are top-notch A+ firm. So they offer you the maximum allocation, the largest maximum allocation that you can purchase of any firm out there right now. Between the 2-step and the 1-step, you can get $4 million in funding. I just focus on the 2-step challenge, so it's a $2 million max funding, thus the stream 10K to $2 million. So that's why we're doing it. But take advantage of that discount. Venator, use that discount code when you check out, and you get 15% off and 85% profit split. And that is better than the discount they're offering to everyone right now for the month of July. It's just better. So that's fantastic that they're giving all of our followers that discount. So be sure to use that when you purchase your next challenge. Good morning, The Stone. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Matthew M. Welcome in, guys. About 30 more minutes, and we will do our 10K account giveaway. Until then, we'll do some analysis and see what we see. So here on Eurodollar, well, let's jump over to the dollar. Dollar yesterday, we hit our draw on liquidity, our daily volume imbalance, which also pushed us back up into a 50% we reached back up into a premium, just barely, and we have since rolled over, and now we're back inside of this monthly. This big red box here is a monthly fair value gap on the DXY. We've had a change of structure here. So we opened yesterday, gapped up, ran up, and then we have since just fallen down overnight. We do have the Fed interest rate decision. I would anticipate some kind of retrace back up into this area. We have had to change a structure here on the 1 hour and on the 4 hour. So we've retraced back up after the big move down, and now we have taken out a swing low here. We've displaced through it. So you could anticipate maybe a pullback up into the top of that 4 hour candle there. Somewhere up in here potentially, which would line up with this breaker. Ran liquidity displaced through, potentially back up to here for the dollar. I mean, it could come all the way back up into there as well, but we're just kind of waiting and seeing. We were anticipating some type of reversal off of this level up here, and we have gotten it. It has taken out sell side liquidity here on the lower time frames, but you can see we've just been pushing up higher highs, higher lows. Now we've reached our drawn liquidity and we reacted off of it. And we've since then changed market structure there. On the daily time frame, sorry about that. Man, I am all over the place today. All over the place. So you can see we've put in a swing high right here. Of course, this daily candle is not closed, but you're anticipating this being a swing high, and that being the case, you would anticipate this is the high of the week, and this would then push the dollar lower. Again, we have the Fed interest rate decision. All anticipation is that they're going to raise the interest rate by another 0.25%. So who knows what that's going to do. That doesn't come out till 2 o'clock this afternoon. So this morning, maybe we just wind up from where we are right now. And we just, let me go back and take out all of this because we don't need these red lines in here anymore. We will use, this fair value gap is holding. This breaker block is holding. Last down candle. It did not get up into an imbalance in there. That would have been up here, but it did reach up into the breaker and it's currently holding itself down. Again, so on the 1 hour chart, potentially see a swing low put in and then a higher high, a lower high put in back up in here somewhere. Maybe back up inside that little volume imbalance. So somewhere up in here, we potentially get a swing high, which would be a grab of liquidity, run some buy side liquidity, and then we roll over. So potentially could see something like that. When you look at the pound dollar did put in a swing low. So you have a higher low, a lower low, and then a higher low. So this is your swing level right there on GBP. So we have put in our swing level right off of the OTE of this level right here. It's beautiful to see reactions off of OTEs. This is also right off of a 4 hour order block. So you have a 4 hour order block, you have a daily optimal trade entry level, and it just completely reversed off of that. Obviously, this fair value gap up here, this is Thursday's high, would be your drawn liquidity. So this imbalance here would be your first target, and then you have another imbalance a little bit higher. And that also kind of correlates, this imbalance correlates with the top of this. Is this a weekly? This is a monthly as well. Monthly fair value gap there. With that in mind, you could, if the dollar is going to strengthen and put in a small retracement, you might expect the pound to come back down and put in a small retracement. I don't know that it comes all the way back down here. If we're just looking overnight, what do we see? We saw a quick little run of liquidity. We saw displacement away. Where did this run on liquidity begin? Began up here. Probably would use this. You could probably use this up close candle right here. This is overnight, so this is your London session right here. The only part about this trade that I probably would have stayed out of is once it displaced through on this candle, the very next candle closed back inside the range. So you did not get displacement, but once this candle closed outside the range, that would have been enough confirmation. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's not the super cleanest move, but you did have a displacement away it finally cleared. It came back to that fair value gap, and you would have had your stop down here. Entry here, stop here. Would have been close to a 1 to 2 had you taken this setup right here. Oh, it was a 1 to 2. So there you go. There you go. Did work out. It wasn't the super cleanest move there, but it did work out. Currently, there's no setup here on GBP anywhere else. You're like, hey, well, what about this little run of liquidity here and displaced again? Once it didn't close above here, and once it finally did, it's just not super clean. I would not, I don't know. I don't think I would want to take this. You want to see continued displacement through that high. Let's jump over to euro dollar. Euro dollar's been pushing up. Potentially going to put in a swing low today. GBP put in a swing low yesterday. EU could be putting in a swing low here. We filled back all that entire buy side imbalance here. We have filled that all the way back in. We did reach down into a discount area. We did not get to the daily OTE, and that's fine. It doesn't have to get all the way down there. But we could be potentially putting in a swing level here. If we are anticipating that, this imbalance here could be where it digs into, reaches back down into here before it runs a little bit higher. And on the 1 hour, if you pull a fib from the overnight, I would probably use the London swing, or at least the London move. You could pull it from here, and you could anticipate potentially price coming back down into this level before it runs back up and grabs some of this buy side liquidity up here. So we'll watch and wait and look for if we drop down to our lower time frames, what do we see here from overnight? Do we see any opportunities to participate? Well, again, you saw, this is midnight by London. It just started displacing higher. Didn't grab liquidity here. It didn't take out that level. Again, no displacement above this high. Again, just nothing super clean here. Nothing super clean. So we would want to see a grab of some of this liquidity here. So some dips down, grab liquidity, and then displace up, and then try to identify a breaker off of that. George, will you continue streaming once you've completed? Oh, yeah. We're going to stay on. We'll stay on for a couple hours, 2.5 hours today for sure. Even after we do the giveaway, we'll still do that. Good morning, Rob. Satria, good morning. Good evening. Click that like button, guys. And click that subscribe button on YouTube. Oh, I need to check out our anybody stream any of the old videos to get our watch hours up. I need to go see what our watch hour count is today. What's our watch hour count? Last 90 days. We're at 2825. So we have 175 more watch hours. We took out 150 watch hours yesterday, so that's good. So some of you guys are watching something. Some of you guys are watching something. So I appreciate you doing that. Oh, once you reach the 2 million funding. Yeah, I've thought about that a lot. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do after we reach 2 million funding. Uh, maybe go away. Maybe pick another firm and keep going and do it again with another firm. Uh, I've never done a one-step challenge. That might be interesting. Maybe go with Bespoke again and just start again with their one-step challenge. It just has a lot. Let's see, what is their Bespoke's one-step challenge is, let me look. Oh, that's not what I want. Their one-step challenge. Yeah, so it's 5% maximum drawdown instead of 10%. And you have a max daily loss of 4%, which is fine, not a big deal. But if I were going to do, and the profit split is 75% instead of 80, and you only have 1 to 10 leverage on the one step. See, this is why I wouldn't do a one step. 1 to 10 leverage, max 5% drawdown, and max 4% daily drawdown. So I just would stay away from the one step. I don't like it. It's too tight. The restrictions are too much. So I would not do that. But after we reach 2 million in funding, I mean, there's other firms that have max funding. They don't have as much. But we could go again and just keep stacking accounts, or maybe we do a different challenge. I was thinking last night, it might be fun. It might be fun to do a chat challenge. And here's how it would work. I'm still playing with this in my head, but I would buy a 10K account or a 50K account or whatever. I would just buy a challenge. And then I would let the chat decide every day how to take the trade, what pair, and then how to take the trade. We could do support resistance. We could do OTE. We could do swing low, whatever. But let the chat every day pick the trade. And the point would be, it's not the strategy. It is risk management. That with proper risk management, we would see, basically we would just see how I would use a set 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, and we would risk like 1% because we don't have the data on it. So we would just risk like 1%, and we would see whether the chat would be able to just using proper risk management and a static 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, that we could pass a challenge and get funded. So I'm thinking about maybe doing that. I think that could be fun. I think the chat would enjoy it. It would be entertaining. And it teaches you that this is about proper risk management. Having proper risk management the strategy is not as important. I mean, the strategy is obviously important. You got to have a set rule, but it's almost like, look, you could just randomly enter the market at any point, and if you did a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, 50%, 30, you only have to win 30% to be break even. 40% you would be in profit. 50% win rate, you would be killing it. So I think that could be kind of interesting, but we'll see. Galaxy Tab, good morning. Rob Cash, good morning. I already said that. Mr. Alfie, I streamed 3 last night, another this morning. Mr. Alfie, you're killing it, man. Thank you. We need 175 more hours, and we will be eligible for YouTube monetization features. So that would be good, and that will help out the stream as well. Max out all the firm. Thoughts on Euro New Zealand? Wow, that's an interesting one. Let's get through the rest of our pairs here first. GJ, just in some consolidation here. We need to see some liquidity grabbed somewhere and displacement away. It did grab it a little bit here last night, displaced through, never returned back up to the breaker. Breaker block. Yeah, and there's nothing there on GJIC. US 30 has taken out the sell side liquidity and is currently running higher, so we'll need to see it displace through here if it's going to continue up. We'll watch and wait. Gold. Gold. The trade yesterday that we had over here, it would have ended up break even, but it did end up hitting that TP, tap that sell side, and then rip higher. So currently, it's just running higher. We did not get any kind of run on liquidity here to identify a breaker. These are just swing levels. There's no like liquidity grabs happening here. So if it displaces down, we might have a move, but otherwise we're going to need to see it grab liquidity and displace higher. This is a daily breaker. This teal box up here is a daily breaker. That there's a fair value gap up a little bit higher that it's never reached up into. Could be heading there today. S&P has grabbed buy side, grabbed sell side, and now it's just kind of it's pulling back after this run on liquidity down here. Potentially, I don't see a good breaker in here on the 15-minute. NAS, nothing. All right, somebody said EN. Let's look at, this is a weird pair. Ugh. Choppy. We've taken out buy side liquidity. We've reversed back through. We have closed below, took out yesterday's low, and then have climbed higher. Took out last week's high and have been bearish. Do have some imbalances and buy side liquidity or buy side imbalances down here. Currently took out yesterday's low and pushed up. Change of structure here. Grab liquidity, pushing back up. I think the draw on liquidity is going to be up here to the buy side, but there's no real clear. I would want to see maybe this liquidity get run and then displaced through, and then see how that plays out. But I don't see anything right now that is of interest to me. We didn't grab liquidity down here. This is the liquidity run. It didn't displace through, and now it's just chopping. I don't see anything on EN. Again, when you ask me to look at a chart, I'm going to analyze it based on the strategy that we're using here, which is the breaker block fair value gap strategy. And I don't see anything on EN. Oh, all right. DXY pulling back into, again, if you were looking at the hourly chart, you would be pulling a fib off of this for your OTE. So you would want it to reach back up into this OTE area level here. And that is what it appears it's trying to do. Grab some liquidity up off of this area, reach back up into this imbalance maybe. The opening day gap is right up in here as well. So could be a nice little draw there. So now we're just watching, and again, this would be the OTE from the London. So we're already there for euro dollar, but we're not there yet on DXY. So this is the area here. Maybe take out some of this sell side liquidity, fill in this imbalance. But we'll need to watch and wait again. If I watch at 1.5 speed, will it help your? Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think it uses the time of the video. Whether you watch it at two times speed, you watch the full content of the video. So yeah, you can watch at 1.5. I don't think it affects any. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a YouTube expert, but I don't think it would affect much. Yeah, I think we may have a long setup here on euro dollar coming in pretty soon. We just need to watch and wait and see where I think it's going to dip down into this fair value gap here. Could reach for these lows again. I don't think it's going to take out yesterday's low. I think it's going to pause somewhere around here, grab all this trend line liquidity that's built up overnight. All of that is retail. So we'll see. All right, just about 7 more minutes and then we'll do our giveaway. Only 40 people going to be eligible to win right now. That's good news for everyone on the stream right now. So good for you guys. If you haven't yet, go and retweet. You have to retweet this post. So you need to go retweet that post to be eligible to win. That's how we're going to decide the winner today. The Twitter picker is using retweets. That's the only one I could find that would allow me to pick a winner off of that post was retweets. So make sure you retweet that post. Otherwise, it will not see you. It will not see you unless you you retweet it. See you. GBP. I'd like to see GBP come down and grab some liquidity here. Make a little bit of a stab down. That would be nice. Oh. I have been yawning a lot today. All right. We got just about 4 more minutes. Welcome in, everybody. For everyone just jumping in, we're waiting on our setups to form here. Might have a potential setup here on euro dollar. It's given us a nice little pullback from the London move. So anticipate it's running some sell side liquidity here right now. We're anticipating, at least I would like to see it drop back down under these lows here into this fair value gap. If you were going to use a breaker from that, you can see we had a run up We ran sell side liquidity, displaced through. There is a fair value gap. And for me, if I was going to use this one, I'm not. If I was going to use it, I would want an entry down here at the bottom of that fair value gap. Put my stop at the bottom of the breaker. That's what I would be looking for. But I'm not going to use this. I want to see another breaker form in here before I get in. But some of you may have a system where you can use that breaker, and that's just perfectly fine. July has been, well, yeah, look at my wins and losses. July's been brutal. I've been on a 3-trade. I've taken 4 trades in July, and 3 of them were losers and 1 was a break even. So yeah, July has been brutal. I'm ready for July to get the hell out of here. It has been tough for me. And unless things turn around here in the next 4 days or so, could be my first red month of the year. I haven't had a red month this year. I've had the lowest month I've had up to this year was basically a break-even month in February. It was slightly in profit. I did not make money in February, but then March, April, May, and June were great. In May and in June, we made 21%. And now in July, we have made minus 6%. So that's the way trading goes. That's the way it goes. These draws on liquidity up here, these relative equal highs are going to get hit today. They're going to get taken out. I'd like to see pound, like I said, take out some sell side here. So we'll just watch and wait and see what it wants to do. The dollar's probably going to want to reach up into this area for your draw on liquidity before it wants to roll over. So again, we're just watching and waiting. We're being patient. There is no hurry. There is no hurry. Oh, goodness. Losing is normal, even having a red month. It's okay. What matters is not letting it affect you. You're exactly right, Chase. You're exactly right. Losing is the best loser wins in this business. One of the best books I've ever read, The Best Loser Wins, and Tom Hogard, I'm not sure how he says his name, but you have to be a good loser. You're going to lose, and you're going to lose probably just as much as you win. So you've got to get real comfortable with taking a loss. And you've got to get real good at ignoring the alarms going off in your head. Nice relative equal highs that left up here, engineered up there. All right, we're into the 8 o'clock hour, and it's time to do our first 10K account giveaway. Our official sponsor of the 10K to $2 million funding challenge is Bespoke Funding. They are an amazing firm that offers incredible trading environments for their challenges and for their funded traders. They have basically no slippage. They have the best spreads in the world. I've had nothing but a fantastic experience with them. And as part of their sponsorship for the 10K to $2 million funding challenge live stream, we are giving away 10K accounts. And we're going to be doing that every single week. At least one 10K account giveaway every single week, as long as they remain our official sponsors. So I'm super excited about that. I'm grateful that they're our partner and for giving us this opportunity to continue to help out all of the people on this stream. Part of our sponsorship is that if you use the discount code Venator, capital V Venator, when you check out on any purchase that you make at Bespoke Funding for your next challenge, you get 15% off and an 85% lifetime profit split. And that is a hell of a discount. It's better than any discount they have running currently. So I hope that you'll take advantage of that discount. Venator, use the code Venator when you check out at Bespoke. You get 15% off and an 85% lifetime profit split. So that is a great discount for you guys. I hope you'll use it and continue just to support the stream here. The more you guys use that discount, the more inclined Bespoke will be to be our partner and continue to allow us to do the giveaways here. So, all right, that's our spiel. Had to pay the bills with our new partner and pump them up because I do really like them. It's not just me blowing smoke in their direction. Like, they are actually outstanding. So, all right, let's get over to the Twitter picker. Here we go. You have to be present to win. So if you're not present on the stream, whoever's name comes up, if you're not present, you don't win. This is off of retweets, okay? This is off of the retweets right here. We're doing retweets. They have let me refresh this. Let me go back. Why did it do that? Are you kidding me? It's going to do this again. All right, let me clear my cache. For whatever reason, it does not want me to be on their website for more. Twitterpicker.com. There we go. All right, now it's working. All right, so let's pull this up. I'm going to do this so you guys can all see exactly what's going on. The Twitter post is right there. We'll load the tweet. There is the tweet. There are, we're going to do one winner. You must be following at Venator Trading. And you must be following at Bespoke Funding. You don't have to have a picture. You don't have to have a banner. You have a location. Tweet count, any. Account age, any. Latest tweet, any. And then we continue. All right. Here we go. 310 entries. That's what we're working with right now. All right. There's our entries. We continue. It's got all they're all in here. I'm not going to go through every page so that you see your name, but they're all in there. Continue. Begin the draw. Here we go. Good luck. M. Michael SFFX. Are you on the stream? M. I need to see. Is that you, Michael D? Is that Michael D? Hey, Michael, will you DM me, please, on Twitter? DM me, please, on Twitter. Congratulations, Michael D. Way to go. You have just won a 10K account with Bespoke Funding Classic Challenge. First one, and they're on the stream. That worked out well. Congrats, buddy. Good game. Don't worry if you didn't win today. We will be doing this again tomorrow, and we will be drawing our third one on Friday. So congratulations, Michael D. DM me over on Twitter, and we will get you hooked up with Bespoke Funding and get your account to you. Hopefully by the end of the day today. If not, it may be tomorrow, but it just depends on how fast they respond to me getting you that information. So anyway, just DM me over on Twitter. Good job, Michael. Good luck. Let me say this to all of our account winners. this is not a lottery ticket. So do not treat this as a get rich quick opportunity. You need to protect this account. This is an incredible opportunity for you to put into practice what we do here on the live stream every single day. Be patient, hunt your trophy buck A plus setups, execute excellent risk management. You can do this. I'm excited to see how you do with this account. So make sure you come back in here, Michael D. I think you're in here pretty often, but if you're not, come back in on the stream. Let us know how you are getting along with that account giveaway. The first person who does an account giveaway and gets funded and gets a payout, I'm going to do an interview with them and may even bring them here live on the stream and do one streaming session with them. We'll see. So use that account, man. I hope it works out for you. Congratulations. And again, we'll be back. I'm not getting off the stream. We're gonna keep streaming here and keep looking at charts. But we will do another giveaway tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern. We'll pick our second winner, and then Friday we'll do our third 10K account winner. On Friday. So one tomorrow and then another one on Friday. So glad you guys participated in that, and hopefully you'll have better luck tomorrow. But hey, you had a 1 in 40 chance of being a winner today because you were here live on the stream. And most of you guys are here anyway, whether we're doing giveaways or not. So anybody that's here that's new today, welcome. We're here every single day. We stream and we're stacking 10K and taking it to 2 million. All right, so euro dollar opened, the hour opened, it dropped down, didn't quite take out that this liquidity here. It doesn't have to. I would like to see it do that, but it doesn't have to. Pound did reach into some sell side liquidity here. Dollar has not taken out. Let's see, what high is that? That's the 315. That's the 315. So dollar and euro kind of moving in correlation with each other as expected. Neither of them has taken out that correlated swing level right there. I would like to see that get tapped. That's what we would be looking for. Anticipating a reversal here. We're not just going to jump in, though. We're going to wait to see if we get some displacement off of that. Gold just hanging out and sitting still, doing nothing. S&P here dropping down, and the Nas dropping down. Dollar was trying to reach for that high. In euro, that's what we're waiting for, is to see this low get tapped. Several, the last two 15-minute candles have no wicks on them. Chase, are there any kind of trades you'll leave? I usually run if there's a triple bottom or top. I close everything at 1 to 2. I close the full position. I do not let trades run. I am very, very, very content with capturing the easy, low-hanging fruit and being done. That's how I do my risk management. I don't need to capture a big run at all. I'm not concerned if I miss a big run. I don't care. at all. Like, it doesn't matter. I used to do that, and in the end, my overall risk reward ratio was just over 1 to 2. So I just decided I'm going to take a full position off at 1 to 2, and I don't have to risk the stress. I don't have to add the stress into my life. I don't have to manage trades. I don't have to sit there and watch charts. I don't have to look at alerts. I don't have to wonder when it's going to turn. I don't have to wonder if I'm going to trail my stops. I just take full position at 1 to 2. It's not worth it to me to go through all of that extra work for just a tiny little bit of extra RR at the end of the month. So I say it like this: the fruit at the bottom of the tree tastes just as good as the fruit at the top of the tree, and I don't have to risk the climb up. So low, easy, hanging fruit is what I go for, 1 to 2. I don't let things run. You don't mind trading today with FOMC coming out? No, I do not. The FOMC does not come out till 2 o'clock today, so my trading window is between 7 a.m. New York time and 11 a.m. New York time. So if I get a trade set up before 10:30, typically I will enter the trade. So it's only 8:15. So if we get a trade set up here in the next hour, hour and a half, I will definitely take it. Now I might, if it hasn't hit TP by the time the news comes out, I might close it. But most of my trades don't run for more than about an hour or so anyway. Very rarely do I have a trade that runs. The break-even trade that we had this month was one that I closed out because it was at the end of the day, and it was still hovering around entry. So I don't hold trades overnight. I don't hold trades over the weekend. I don't hold trades, during the rollover. I just don't do it. So if we find a setup here this morning, then we'll take it. But it's got to be clear, as always. If you go over on my YouTube page, you can see you can watch the trading strategy video that we are using for this challenge. I have multiple strategies that I use, but for this stream, we're only using the breaker block fair value gap strategy, and it's all outlined over in it's outlined on my YouTube page. There's a video there that shows you that strategy. Red Ezekiel, RP, can you paste a link, please, to why is it doing that? Rasha's live again. He's got over 2,000 people watching him. That's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Oh, that's why I'm not on the I need to switch my account. There we go. Now I can get to my channel. Why is it not? What the heck? That's not right. When I cleared my cache, it kicked me out of my YouTube. My gosh, this is... Nope. Okay, there's my personal account. Now I need to add... I want to let me do this. Is this it? Nope. Now, why? What the heck is going on here? I am just having the worst technical difficulties this morning. Kudos, bro. Are you going to add more of your strategies down the line, perhaps on a second challenge or so, perhaps after 2 million? I may actually add one before we get to 2 million. We'll just wait and see. Okay, so that's the right. Okay. So now if I go to YouTube, that should log me in. Switch account, add account, there. Hey, all right. Now I can go to my channel, I can go to my videos, I can copy. And then we can go back to our live. Now we should be able to post that link. All right, there you go. Good Lord. That was quite the brutal... That's the loop to the trading, the link, the loop. That's the link to the trading strategy that we're using here on the $2K to $10 million funding challenge. So if let's say I blow this account, I'm not planning on it and I don't want to, but let's say I blow this account and I have to start over with 10K again. I might add in the second strategy that time around. It will give us more trading opportunities than the breaker block strategy alone. And, but by doing that, I'll probably need to lower my risk. I'll probably lower it to like 1.5. When I do multiple strategies, the statistics together they're still right around 50%, but I don't when I marry them, I just lower my risk. Which is still fine. 1.5% is still more than enough. But we'll see. No specific plans on any of that right now. All right, so I'm just kind of waiting. Did the dollar still hasn't taken out that liquidity. Pound did take out some liquidity here. So now we're just going to watch and wait and see what kind of displacement we get off of this. My dog is over here behind me on the couch. I don't know if you can hear him, but he is just snoring. Oh my gosh. To be a dog. The life of a dog, man. It's a pretty sweet life. I need to open that back up. There we go. All right, Euro reaching down now back into trying to reach for that sell side liquidity there. Kudos Bro says, is the trade still valid if price only retraces back into fair value gap and breaker a day or two after the displacement has occurred? It depends. I don't use previous day breakers from the 15-minute time frame. If you were going to use like a 1 hour and 4 hour, then yes, you could still do that. I don't use the 4 hour time frame to identify breakers. I use those more to identify order blocks. They do work and they're valid. So, but for me, I don't go back multiple days to utilize those on this specific system. But that doesn't mean you can't. I just don't do that. I want to see breakers within the previous session or the current session. That's as far back as I'll go. So the London session is all right here, and there was no real liquidity grab off of the London session. This little dip down did not give us any liquidity grab. So this breaker here was from yesterday, so that's why I'm not going to use it. It may hold and it may actually reverse right there, but I want to see confirmation that we're not just going to continue lower. So perhaps if this 15-minute candle could pull up, or a couple of 15-minute candles could pull up, then we dip in and then we get displacement up through there, and then we could potentially target these relatively equal highs up here. That's kind of what I'm waiting to see happen. I love dogs. Bring it up. He is sound asleep over there. I think he woke himself up. Now he's on his back with all four paws straight up in the air. Guys, if you haven't yet, I would appreciate it if you hit that like button. It does help out the algorithm here. I don't want to charge you guys. Everything that I do here is for free. I don't charge you guys any money to be here and to participate and to watch and to learn. But the way that you can help is by clicking that like button and sharing it. It does push the stream out and gives us more exposure, which gives Bespoke more exposure, which in the end helps all of us. I see all the emojis flying around over there on that. Thank you for that. I saw something that the FIFA Women's World Cup is going on. Is that right? Is there a did I see that just started? I'm sure there's a lot of soccer lovers on here. Yes. Okay. Uh, who's the favorite? Who is the favorite this year for the FIFA World Cup? Is there a favorite? Is there a country favorite? Shadow Trades. I was wrong with the time zone again. Oh man, it's 8 a.m. New York time. I think it's GMT +1, but I'm not sure about that. 8 a.m. is when we are doing the giveaways today, tomorrow, and Friday. Spain is the favorite. The best players there. Boris the Kid, are you from Spain? Michael Dahl. I haven't seen you. Dude, where have you been, man? Where have you been? I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Maybe you've been in here and I just missed it, but I thought you had disappeared on us. A lot of work. That's cool. Well, I'm glad you're still here. You say yes, but more importantly, Manchester U and Real Madrid are playing in the U.S. today. Are they really? I had no idea. That is not news over here. Where are they playing? Is that part of the Messi influence down in Miami? I saw that he had a free kick goal the other day to finish out the match. And I saw a lot of people over here in the States saying that that was completely scripted. Just a preseason tour. Do you know where they're playing? I had no idea. I have some friends here that are huge Manchester United fans. I'm sure they know about it, but Boris says, I'm not from Spain, but I watch the Spanish league. Okay, cool. I guess they have a women's professional league as well as men's. I'm assuming they do. El Pedro, hi, I'm from Venezuela. Welcome in. I think you're the first South American. Let me think. I can't remember if we've had any South Americans in here yet. Brazil, Colombia, Argentina, Peru, Bolivia. I don't think we've had any. I don't think we've had any South Americans. Maybe I'm wrong. If someone else is in here from South America, let me know. I could be wrong. But welcome in, man. Glad you're in our. No way. Is it NRG? It's today. No, I swear that is nowhere. That has not been around. I live in Houston. I'm very well connected in Houston, and this is the very first time I'm hearing about them playing a game at NRG. Yeah, it's very close. It's like 20 minutes from me. 25 minutes depending on traffic. Maybe 30. It's not far. Everything in Houston is 30 minutes away. Just if you ever come here, everything is a minimum of 30 minutes away. Anything that you want to get to, basically. It's so spread out. It's so huge. But yeah, NRG is a great. It's where the Texans, Houston Texans, the NFL team, they play there. That's where they do the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Is at NRG. Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, one of the best world-class rodeo events ever. It's fantastic. All the big, it's probably where most of the artists that come into Houston for indoor concerts, the big artists will use NRG. It's a great stadium. Not me knowing anything about sports. That's okay, Muhammad. No problem. You're from Sweden. Shadow, the African. There's a lot of African traders in here. I know there's some Nigeria, some South African. I think there's a Kenya. I'm not sure, but I know we have quite a few African traders Peter says, just bought EU at the 50% OTE. I mean, not a. I would wait. It's got these relative equal lows down here. I think it's going to tap into this to this liquidity right here. Dollar did take out that high, and euro dollar did not take out the low. So you might have a little bit of. These are really clean, though. I do think it's going to come down and tap into that. Art, can you share a link to your strategy videos? None of them say strategy. I just scroll back up through the chat. It's right above here. Let me see if I still have it copied. Is it still copied? Yeah, there it is. That's the strategy video. It's not on the live. It's actually in the videos. So I have two like videos that I've uploaded, and then everything else is on the live playlist. But if you go to the video, if you click on the video tab on my channel, you should see that. But there's the link. I'm considering staying up and ruining my sleep schedule to watch it. It starts 2:30 a.m. my time. Woo! What is that, like 7? Is that a 7 p.m. start over here? Is that 2:30, 7:30, 6:30, 7:30, something like that? From Nairobi. All right. I love it. I'm waiting for that 705 lib level. Yeah, that's a good level to wait for. I agree. EU buy at 106.01. Just be cautious. It left those lows in place. I'm not saying that it can't just reverse here and rip higher, but I would anticipate another run on liquidity here into this buy side imbalance, potentially down into this order block. Quick stab of liquidity here. Am I wrong in saying there's a short setup on EU 10-minute, Owen? You're not wrong. So if your bias is short, Owen, then yeah, you could say that you've got this, even on the 15-minute, you've got this little breaker here where you ran up into liquidity, cleared out some buy side, took out this swing level, and then you've displaced lower. So you're not wrong in saying this could be a short breaker if you want to target these lows. The question is what is your bias for the day? Is today going to be a bearish candle, or is today going to be a bullish candle? If you're bearish, if you think that EU still has some room to run down here, then you could target this as the breaker right there, and you could go short around that fair value gap. I would probably target here, just in the middle, because there's one higher up here, and then I would have to put my stop probably at the top of that. If I was sure. I have a bullish bias today, so potentially this could reach back up into here and then roll over. But I'm kind of anticipating a run on liquidity through here, and then a displacement through here, and then this becomes your bullish breaker once these two bullish candles get displaced through. So fills this fair value gap right here, and then rolls over, maybe reaches back up to the bottom of that little breaker there. Maybe. I don't like to take counter trend trades. Even if this would work out, I wouldn't take it. But if you have a bearish bias for the day, if your drawn liquidity is to the downside for you, then this could be that setup on the 15-minute time frame. You said 10-minute. I mean, basically the same thing. You could use these two, but on the 15-minute, it's a little bit clearer. Again, don't wait for me to validate your signal. Part of this whole learning process is you understanding what your trade setup is, what your rules and what your criteria are. Um, I'm fine with telling you what I see, but I don't want to say that to dissuade you from taking a trade if it fits your system. My goal is not for everyone to trade this strategy. This is the strategy I'm using, and you're more than welcome to learn it and practice it and use it in the live market. But this is not, that's not my goal or my intention for this stream. It's not to convince you to use this specific strategy. So if you're watching the stream and you see a trade setup that fits your criteria, then you should take it, no matter what I say. You don't need my validation to be a good trader. You're going to become a good trader by executing your plan and your setups when you see them. So if you believe that's the setup that you want to take, then you should take it. I think there's still room to run. Yeah, who knows? I mean, we don't know, and that's why we just have to execute what we see when we see it. So this short trade off of this breaker might be what runs out this sell side liquidity. But I'm not going to take that. I am bullish on the day. I think this is going to be an up close candle today. And I could be wrong. And I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I've been wrong more than every trade I've taken this month has been wrong. But that's fine because I know over the next 100 trades that the statistics say I'll be winning a little more than half of all these trades that I take. So even if I hit a two trade losing streak, a 3 trade losing streak, a 4 trade losing streak, I know in the end, this is going to equal out to me winning more than 50% of these trades. So it just becomes about risk management at that point, which is why I'm not concerned about having a red month. We've traded all month. It's been a crappy month, and I still have only used just over 50% of my drawdown limit. So not worried about it at all. Not at all. Oh. Coming into the 8:30 open, or actually into the 8:30 open, didn't get much reaction here off of the US 30. Fell to make a new high. S&P, not a big reaction at the 8:30, and NAS also. I would anticipate the indexes just kind of chilling out this morning, since we do have that 2 o'clock news. Forex pairs will probably be more inclined to move more so than the markets will, the index markets. So I would not expect much from US 30, S&P, or NAS until after that 2 o'clock Fed rate decision comes out. And my guess is today, the comments that Jerome Powell will make after the Fed rate decision is announced, his comments, his speech that he reads, and the questions that he answers will probably have a bigger impact than the Fed rate itself, because they are going to probably signal at this, they could potentially signal, everybody's going to be wanting them to signal, is it over? Are we done raising rates? Do you still think there's more rate hikes to come? So what he says after the Fed rate actually drops at 2 is going to have a bigger impact than I think the Fed rate itself. There's a BOS displacement and fair value gap with nice nested breaker. Yeah, there is. I don't disagree with you on that, Owen. What you see is exactly what I see here on the chart. So, facts. Yep. Oh. GU has grabbed sell side liquidity here. If GU can displace back above this candle, maybe these candles, we'll have to wait and see. I'd like to see one more dig on if GU could give one more dig and then take out and displace above this candle, we might be able to use that. Does the U.S. women's soccer team in the FIFA Cup, do they have a chance? I don't keep up with it. I don't know. Didn't they win it last time or the time before? The U.S. women's team? I think I remember them that they won or came close to winning or something. I don't know. Alex Morgan. I'm trying to think of some names. Alex Morgan. Is there any other female soccer player that I know? Is Mia Hamm, is she a soccer player? Megan Rapinoe, is that a soccer player? I think those are the only three women's soccer players that I know. Tomorrow, U.S. versus Holland. But does the U.S. have a good team? I don't know. You guys that follow soccer, does the U.S. even have a chance in the FIFA Women's World Cup? That's what I want to know. Is it worth me spending time, or are they just going to get kicked pretty quick in the tournament? And it's not even something I should follow. I'm a baseball guy, huge baseball guy. I've got no clue about the women's soccer teams, to be honest. So, evidently, women's sports in the rest of the world are regarded equally as in the States, as pretty much no one cares about them. Nope, they are faves to win. Oh, the U.S. team is a fave to win. Last World Cup, U.S. won. That's what I thought they won the last FIFA World Cup. So that's good. But I'm wondering, are those ladies that I mentioned, those are actual soccer players, are they not? Alex Morgan, Mia Hamm, Megan Rapinoe. I don't know if they're on the club right now. It could be. Mia Hamm retired. Okay. Good to know. I know she was good at one time, I think. And that's why I can remember her name. But good to know they're favorites. Well, I might have to try to watch a match or something. I am not a fan of soccer, meaning it's not that I don't like the sport. It's okay. It really just kind of, and I didn't mean, please don't take offense when I say this. I'm not trying to piss anybody off here. Personally, it just kind of bores me. I get the strategy behind it. I know you call it the beautiful game. The strategy, all the stuff that goes into it. but the matches that I've watched, I just could not. I can't get. I just have never really been able to get into it. So I have watched the Olympics. I have watched some World Cup matches. I don't keep up with the professional leagues, whatever they're called, Premier League or whatever. I don't Champions League. I don't know what they're all called. Probably my greatest exposure to soccer, and I know you probably all hate me saying calling it soccer. That's what we call it over here. Uh, is Ted Lasso. I probably have had more exposure to soccer from Ted Lasso than I have from anything else. So you got to watch Man U versus Real Madrid today, two biggest teams in the world. Okay. I'll need to see. Let me see if it's on. Let me see if it's on our streaming channel today. Oh, I don't want to sign in. Maybe it will. Man U versus Real Madrid Houston. Let's see. Are they really the best clubs in the world? I don't know why it doesn't let you guys post some things. Football fans in the U.S. can catch the on ESPN Plus 7:30 Central, so 8:30 Eastern. Viewers in the UK, the match will start at 1:30 in the morning. Can watch on MUTV. So ESPN Plus, I have that. I think I can watch that. It's fine. 7:30 tonight. I don't think I'm. What am I doing tonight? What's today? Wednesday. There's a new episode of Hijack on Apple Plus that comes out tonight, so I'll be watching that with my wife. But maybe I'll have to watch the soccer match. They are the biggest, just not necessarily the best right now. Who's the best right now? I'm sure there will be some heavy opinions about who's the best. Didn't I just read Mbappe? I don't know how you say his name. He just signed some massive deal with a Saudi league, I think. I think I saw that. Man City is the best. Cisco back. How's the hunting today? How much longer are you staying on for? Hunting is slow today. We're just waiting on our setups to form. This is not a trade setup you see on EU. I mean, it could be if you're short bias, but I am not currently short bias. Uh, Owen is. I think Owen's going to take that trade. We will be on. Let's see. We'll be on. It's 8 o'clock now. I'll probably stay on till at least the. Sorry, 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock New York time. Almost 9 o'clock. I'll stay on till at least 9:30. I'll stay on for another 30, 40 minutes here. See if we get any kind of setups forming. United is coming back though. I believe you, Michael, because I don't know anything about it. Boris the Kid, yeah. Al Hilal offered 800 million to PSG, 300 million. So 800 or 300? 300 million to the club to buy him out. I think is what I read, right? It's like 300 million something that they had to pay PSG, and then he's gonna make like 400 or 500 million or something like that for 1 year. Wasn't it just like a 1 year deal? Is that right? Was it a 1 year deal? That's insane. It's crazy. That's, that is crazy. Man, that's Saudi money. That's a different level of money over there. That Saudi money, that oil money. Dang. That is crazy amount of money for 1 year. Now, how many matches do they play in 1 year? Like in football they play once a week. Basketball they could play a couple times a week. Baseball they play almost every day. What's the turnaround on soccer matches? Like how many matches will he play in a year to make that money? Oh, so he doesn't want to go. Wow. What happens? Is he would he just not go? Would he like just sit, or would he actually fulfill 38 matches in that league and others? Man, you played 62 I think last season, which is close to the highest amount possible, but depends on how you do in cups. Okay. 40 to 60. God. So if he played, let's say he played 40 matches, what is that? Like almost $10 million a match. I don't care how much I hated playing in some crappy league. I don't know that the Saudi league is crappy. I'm just saying if I felt really badly about that, I could suck it up for 40 matches and for $10 million a match. But I'm not him. I get it. I mean, he probably has feels a lot of loyalty to that. So bidding his time to go to Real Madrid. You're talking over my head at this point, unfortunately. Owen, are you going to take this trade? Are you going short here, buddy? Can we look at NAS 100? There's just really nothing happening on NAS 100. The indexes probably are going to do a whole bunch of nothing until 2 o'clock today. But I mean, it's definitely, if you look at the daily, you're in an uptrend. Big, huge uptrend on the daily. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Big push up, pulled back, filled in this imbalance, and now we're holding. Question is, do we want to make a lower low and pull back into this daily order block, or are we going to make, when the news comes out, are we going to try to push and make a higher high for the rest of the week? I mean, you're in a bullish uptrend, so until you see a change of structure, you've got to remain bullish here. But currently, on the lower time frames, we're just in consolidation here. We took out sell side, we've changed structure, came back up, made a new high, fell to displace above that high. We did wick above it. As soon as we closed, we came back into it, and now we're kind of just in a holding pattern currently. There's nothing happening on NAS. No clear displacement anywhere. The displacement was here, and that was yesterday evening. So, but it didn't even displace below that low when it displaced. So yeah, there's nothing there currently. S&P showing a little bit of displacement here. You would have a run on liquidity here. It didn't displace, and then you're getting this low. So let's see. Could potentially see these two candles as a breaker for S&P here. But again, I would probably stay away from the indexes only because we have the news coming out at 2. They have typically a stronger reaction there. And again, if you're wanting to get short on any of these indexes, you're jumping in front of a rushing train. They are all very bullish. So if you're looking to take a short trade, you're playing against the major market movement. It's all bullish. So I would not be taking a short trade here until I see big shifts on the higher time frames. US 30, it's due for a pullback, but it's still bullish. And you can see, even when it's been bullish, it's only just slightly paused, rocket up, slightly pause, push up. It has reached into some buy-side liquidity here. That red line is an old swing level from 2022. So it's tapped into that buy-side liquidity, and it's starting to pull back. You could get a reversal. I just don't want to take them because it's been such a bullish move up. Mario, at the end of the day, it's about you and your family first and foremost. Absolutely. Shadow, I'm on the EU long. Remember, I trade only EU. I feel like EU is going to roll over here and head back down for these relative equal lows. So I hope I'm wrong, Shadow Trades, if you're in those longs. I don't know where your stop is, but as it reaches back up into this breaker, I would probably be moving to break even there or taking profits. I gave up shorting indexes a couple weeks ago, and even then that was on DAX. Yeah, the indexes have just been ripping. So until you see a market structure shift on the higher time frame, you got to remain bullish on those. Biolamansky, don't even try shorting indexes. It doesn't make any sense. 100%, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm not, even if this is, even if you used a breaker block here, these two down close candles, run liquidity, displace below. You didn't get a clean displacement, came back down, and then it finally displaced. So that's not even super clean. US 30 is displacing, so you could potentially use this as a breaker, but again, it's a counter trend trade. And you would need this 15-minute candle to close outside of that area and leave behind a fair value gap. So still got a little time there to play with on all of those. 9 o'clock. We'll stay on for at least 30 more minutes here. Let me see what I've got. Do I have anything else going? Alpha Bridge, hey, things are going, man. We're just chilling. Looks like my pups need to go out. I'm not sure. So what I'm kind of anticipating here is a run on these relative equal lows for euro, and then a displacement up above through these candles. It's kind of what I'm hoping, or that's what my anticipation is to see whether it's this candle or the next, but grab liquidity here like this, and then displace up off of that. And then we get an entry down in here somewhere. Whoops, that's the wrong one. This is what I'm anticipating here. Something like this. That's kind of what I'm anticipating. We'll see if it works out or not. Can you look at EA on the 4-hour and tell me if you see a setup? EA. We'll take a peek. You ran buy side liquidity here. You displaced through. You came back up into this breaker. You filled in this fair value gap, respected this order block. It did tap up above it, and then it's come down. It's displaced down through this level. It did grab liquidity. Where did this run on liquidity start? Started down here. You would need to use, if you were looking at a 4-hour breaker here, you would potentially be looking at this price returning that once it displaced through this fair value gap has been disrespected. This small little fair value gap here, it supported it. That was your entry off of this breaker right there. It came back down, but then it's just climbed back up, and now this is the 4-hour order block that it needs to respect if it wants to continue lower. I mean, really, you're just inside of a big, massive range here. Like, you're just in consolidation. So not a super favorable trading condition compared to here when you're trending, right? Now you're just consolidating. So you're in the middle of this range. I don't like to trade from the middle of ranges. I would rather trade from the extreme end of the range back to the middle is how I like to trade ranges. So not a super clean setup. So you have to just decide where's your draw on liquidity. Well, you've got relative equal lows. You've got obviously some buy side liquidity up here. It did tap into these relative equal highs here, fell to make a new high. It's made a lower low, but it left all that liquidity in place. So if you're bearish, you do have this 4-hour breaker currently. So these two, gosh, I'm not even doing this right. This down close candle right here is the candle that initiated this run up, took out this little swing high, displaced through, small little fair value gap there has been completely disrespected. So I don't see currently a play there for a breaker setup. There was no liquidity grab here before this displacement down on the 4 hour. It happened up here. And then it broke through these areas down here. So alternatively, you are grabbing a lot of sell side right here. So you're grabbing a lot of sell side. And now after grabbing all of this sell side liquidity, it has returned higher very quickly. So if it displaces through this candle right here, if it displaces through this candle right here, that could become a bullish breaker. So if it disrespects that as bearish price delivery, this would become your breaker to the top side. If it continues to displace higher here, if it can, this next 4 hour candle can close up like this, then you could anticipate a return back into that fair value gap and target something like this. But you're going to need to see this 4 hour candle. You're going to need to see displacement above that candle right there. So you still have some time. Kenneth, 4 hour Aussie Swiss is interesting. Grab buy side. Now most likely grabbing more sell side, looking for a push lower than potentially a buy. Well, we can take a peek. Aussie Swiss did tap into the buy side right there. We're in a downtrend, very clearly defined downtrend here. You're moving from the top left to the bottom right. That is a downtrend. So your bearish bias, you did grab a little bit of liquidity right there. You have a drawn liquidity lower. It does look like it's going to want to reach for those lows. Where did this run on liquidity start? You would probably say it started, this swing up started down here. But again, you're still in, you're in a box range kind of now. So you're just accumulating on Euro or Aussie Swiss here, accumulation. If it displaces lower and leaves that fair value gap, you could potentially look at this opportunity there. But you're going to want to see displacement below that candle there. This candle did close below. This candle needs to close something like that. And then you could target that and make another low. So you're making lower lows, higher highs, lower lows, higher highs, all the way down. Accumulation. If for some reason you think this is, I don't know what's going on higher time frames, like, is this a significant level? I don't know, but just on the 4 hour alone, you're in a downtrend. So you should remain in a downtrend and see until you see a change of character in delivery. But that's what I would look at on Aussie Swiss. That's the way I see it. Again, don't just wait for validation on my opinion. Your EA is middle of nowhere now in a huge range because of the range we can expect to hit on the top of the range. Yeah. EA, yeah, it was in a huge boxy range. On my other strategy, I would be looking at just taking an entry off of this order block here, a filling in of that imbalance right off of that 1 hour order block right here. But I'm not doing that, and I don't have any orders set up, but that is the strategy. And again, that would be because here's your move from London. You have price in a discount, you have an OTE, and you have an order block, a fair value gap right inside that 1 hour order block. But on this strategy, I'm going to need to see this liquidity get run and then displaced higher. That's it. All right, let me get back over here. All right, so euro dollar is trying to pull back a little bit here. I do anticipate the dollar reaching up into this buy side liquidity, into this closer into this opening day gap. Break-even trades are miserable, man. They're no fun. Come on. Come on. You can do it. They're no fun, break-even trades. Another reason why I like the 1 to 2 is because you have fewer break-even trades, because I don't move to break-even until about 1.5 R. And if price is going to reach to 1.5 R, majority of the time, if it gets to 1.5, it's going to go ahead and slam through the 2 R profit target. So there's very few times it hits 1.5 and then just reverses back to break even. It happens, just not very often. But yeah, they're frustrating. I think the most frustrated I get on a trade is if my entry gets swerved by a pip or 2 pips. That's probably the most frustrating thing to me. Taking losses anymore just doesn't really, I think it still stings. It sucks. No one wants to take a loss, but it just does not bother me the way missing an entry does on a beautiful setup. That's probably the most frustrating thing that I still deal with. It just pisses me off when you get swerved and then price runs right to your TP, and you missed that entry by a pip or 2 pips. It's so bad. I hate that. It's miserable. Oh, I meant to look at my calendar. Yeah, I can stay on for about another 20 minutes for sure. These highs up here look so juicy. And these lows right here look juicy. Just a little tap down into this order block and then run it up. High 90s in the Houston today. Yeah, it is. It's been in the mid 90s here in Houston, mid to high 90s in Houston for since the beginning of June, it feels like. The feel like temperature outside, because we're so close to the coast, because we're on the coast, really. We have a ton of humidity here. So when you go outside, the temperature might be like 94, 95, 96, but the feel like temperature, it feels like 110. It's miserable. It's so hot. Like just oppressive heat. From about 11 to 12 o'clock, 11 in the morning to noon until about 6 or 7 at night, you just don't even want to go outside around here. It sucks. You just immediately you go outside and you just sweat. And because it's so humid, your sweat doesn't evaporate. So you just feel gross and sweaty all day. It's miserable. Staying inside. Hey, good morning, love. Staying inside is the only way to be comfortable. Time to get to sleep late here in the Philippines. Cool, man. Well, welcome. I'm glad you were here. Good luck trading, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow for sure. Suryadev. Be tilling 10 today. I'm not sure what that means. Aussie CAD sells for Corey. Let's check out what Corey sees. Except I don't want that. I want 8 cap. There we go. Been in sells on Aussie CAD. If you, let's see. I don't know if you're using a higher time frame or not, Corey. I'm just trying to figure out. It wasn't off your setup. I used a fib. Cool. Yeah, if you took an entry off of here and you just took that OTE entry, it's a good entry. Inside that fair value gap above, you're in a premium. Take the OTE. If you just target the middle of that, that's a beautiful sniper entry off of there. You'd have to put, I don't know where you would put your stop. I'd probably use the body up there. But good good little running trade with minimal drawdown, depending on if you took the OTE or the sweet spot inside that OTE. Sorry about that. Oh, stream till 10. Yeah, I can't stream till 10 today. Maybe tomorrow and Friday we can, but is 2.5 hours not enough? Come on. I'm going to mute this for a second. Oh, stream. Yeah, stream till 10. That was the last one. What would I have to do to get Raja stream numbers? Do I need to open my own brokerage? Is that the key? Open your own brokerage. $2,000 people watching his stream. Can you imagine? That's insane. We are getting close to having numbers where I think having a Discord might be good. It would be free, of course, but just a Venator Discord. We're getting close to having enough, I think, participation and community building. The you guys that come in here every day, I mean, you guys are loyal and you watch every day. So having a Discord there might be good. We could all stay in touch all day long. It's easier than Twitter. We can keep the chat going, you know, all that kind of stuff. So alpha trading 3 hours a day is more than enough. Yeah, my brain starts melting. I typically do not, when I do a trading session, if I wasn't streaming, I only really look at the charts about every 15 or 30 minutes. I don't just sit and stare at charts. So yeah, 2.5 to 3 hours is plenty of time. Adrian says, yeah, Discord. Deddy says, yes. Suryadev says, yes. I mean, we're over. Originally, I had said when we hit 1,000 Twitter followers, I would think a Discord, we might have enough to do Discord and make it worth it. And we just crossed 1,100 yesterday. 1,100 Twitter followers yesterday. YouTube is lagging behind still. Maybe the next giveaway needs to be subscribed to the YouTube channel because we're just under 700 on YouTube. The main thing on YouTube is I want to get my watch hours over 3,000. If we can get the watch hours over 3,000, then I can take the first monetization step for YouTube. That would allow us to do like super chat, and I could do a merch store, and I can't remember what else. Thanks, Adrian. You and Mr. Alfie have been crushing the extra watch time, putting in the extra hours on the watch time to get us over. We're like 175 hours away from reaching that monetization goal. So maybe today, I think by Friday, maybe by the weekend, we could hit that goal for sure. And then going into next week, maybe we're monetized on YouTube. That would be kind of cool. Again, I don't want you guys to have to pay for any content, but if there's I'm a capitalist, so if there's a way that I can monetize the streams and the following, I'm going to do that, but without making you pay for that. So if that can be through YouTube, if that can be through sponsorships like we have with Bespoke Funding, for the $10K to $2 million funding challenge, then all well and good. I will do that. And if other firms approach me and they want to sponsor some giveaways or they want to pay for some other form of sponsorship, I'm not going to turn them down if they're good firms. If they're good firms, there are bad firms out there that I've already turned down. People, it's amazing the offers that I've gotten already from other firms that I've never heard of before, brokers that I've never heard of before. They want to give me a funded account on their brokerage, and it's just stupid stuff. Complete red flag kind of stuff. And so, But if any legitimate, respectable prop firms reach out and want to work with us, we definitely will. Thanks, Cisco. I appreciate that. Anybody that wants to just turn on one of the longer 3-hour streams, put it on 1.5 or 2x speed. Just let it run. Cool with me. It will help us. I thought that actual live stream hours would count. So like if we had 40 people were watching a 2-hour stream, that should be 80 hours. But I don't think it works like that. Maybe it does. I don't know. At 80 hour, like 40, if we had an average of 40 viewers for 2 hours, that's 80 hours. I'm doing the math right? That's 80 hours of watch time. 40 people watching a 2-hour stream is 80 hours. That would be 450 hours a week. So 1,800 hours a month. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's not that. Do you guys have to watch ads when you come to the live stream? I don't know that you do. I don't. Does it make you watch ads? It shouldn't. I wouldn't think. Ad block. Yeah. Never been shown an ad. Okay, good. I wouldn't think it would because we're not monetized yet. So I know there's some streams I've watched before that makes you watch ads. I have on my personal YouTube account, I pay for the premium because I don't want to pay for ads. I don't want to watch ads. And ad blocker, because of other software that I run on my computer, it messes it up. So I pay the whatever it is, $12 a month for YouTube Premium, and I don't have to watch ads. I can just listen. So like with YouTube Premium, you can start a video and then close your phone and the audio still plays. And so I listen to podcasts all the time while I'm working out, and I don't have to leave my phone open. There's some other advantages to YouTube Premium. Do I have a soothing sleeping voice? Does it put you right off into dreamland, Mr. Alfie? That does sound a little creepy. Same, just sucks that YouTube Premium price is going up again. Yeah, they just raised it, and I may have to ditch it. I mean, it's fine. You don't have to pay for it. It's I didn't use it for the longest time, but then I started getting all of my podcast content from YouTube, and it just became annoying as hell when you're watching a 2 or 3 hour podcast and every 15 or 20 minutes you have to listen to an ad, and it just got annoying. So I was just like, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to pay it. I'd rather listen to podcasts and binge watch TV, so I got rid of like Hulu. I had like Hulu I was paying for. I had like Paramount Plus. I got rid of some of the streaming channels subscriptions, and made me feel like, okay, I can, if I'm not paying for that, I can pay for this. It's whatever. I hate paying. Even just being okay with money, it's like I don't want to just randomly spend money on crap. I still feel I still live very much within our means. What podcast do you listen to? I listen to the Huberman Lab podcast. That guy is freaking awesome. Joe Rogan. I listen to him. I listen to God, what is the guy's name? The former Navy SEAL. My mind is just completely skipping out on me. Starts with a J. I can't remember. Yeah, Jocko. Jocko Willick. That's it. Thank you. I listen to Jocko for trading stuff. Words of Wisdom, his podcasts are great. I've watched several of his. Trading Nut has some trading interviews. Not quite as good as Words of Wisdom, but it's fine. I also love motivationally, like just for motivation and inspiration and just mindset and psychology. Ed Milet is fantastic. It's not really a podcast, but he does interviews and he's kind of a motivational speaker guy, and so uh, yeah. Pound's starting to get some displacement here. Euro, we've grabbed sell side liquidity. For it to displace higher here, it's going to need to displace through these highs if it doesn't want to come back and grab this sell side liquidity first. But pound is starting to displace higher here after grabbing this sell side liquidity. So we might have here at the 930 open, getting a big pump up on the indexes. US 30 popping. S&P ran up and then is currently falling back down. NAS is just dropping like a rock. No displacement here above pound. Again, we're going to need to see candle closures above those highs. Oh, and if you're in, that would be your trigger on that trade. If you're going short there, buddy. YouTube Premium is part of my mobile phone packet. That's the way to do it if somebody else is paying for it. I have 2 subscriptions I barely use, but I share it with my family, so it's very cheap. Yeah, we were sharing Netflix with our adult kids who don't live with us, and then they all got kicked off recently when Netflix started cracking down on sharing accounts. I got an app where you can stream movies or series for free, though. Oh, cool. What's the app? Share. Yeah, they were not happy about having to grow up and pay for their own Netflix subscription now. Not happy about that at all. How do you go about calculating size? I have a I use the MT5 Trade Assistant. That's not it. Where is it? I'll show you. I use this right here. Well, I don't know where it went. That's not the one. Wonder where it went. It's called Trade Assistant MT5. And you can get it on the you can get it on the marketplace, but I don't see it in there right now. I don't know where it is. And it's not showing up, quite honestly. I don't know. That's a little concerning, only because I don't want to have to get a new one if they stop supporting it. But I just use a lot size. To answer your question, I use a lot size calculator on MT5. It's called Trade Assistant. It lets me drop in a box that looks very similar to this on my charts. I put my stop loss, my entry, and my take profit. I hit calculate lot size, and then I hit either sell limit or buy limit, and I'm done. I don't have to do anything else. But it auto calculates it for me. But I can't find it anywhere. I can't find the one I use. Usually I've pulled this up several times and it's been there right off the bat. And now I can't find it anywhere. It was $90 when I bought it, but I don't even see. I don't see it anywhere in here right now. So that's, again, very kind of concerning for me. I don't want it to stop being supported. But there's others if you don't have to use that one. It's just, yeah, it's just a trade manager. Owen, did you take that trade, buddy? Are you in it? You in that short on Eurodollar? Shadow trades, I hope you took profit at that breaker, because I do feel like it's going to run this sell side liquidity here, but we'll see. All right, guys, I'm going to have to call the stream here today. That's long enough for me. Thank you to Bespoke Funding, our sponsor, for sponsoring today's stream and giving us a 10K account giveaway. We will be back again tomorrow doing another one, giving away another 10K account tomorrow, and then yet again a third one on Friday. So don't forget to use the 15% discount to purchase a challenge. Use code Venator at checkout. With Bespoke Funding, you get 15% off and an 85% profit split. It is a fantastic discount. They're very gracious to allow us, our followers, to use that. So I hope that you'll take advantage of that. But if a setup happens while we're off the stream, I will keep watching. And if I do take a trade, I will post it on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter. And if you want to trade along with me, that's where you'll see. I'll post I'll call everything out there, and it will be in plenty of time before a trade gets triggered. But any setups that form today through the rest of the trading session, I will call over there on Twitter. So thank you guys so much. I'm so grateful for you showing up and being here every day. The stream wouldn't be what it is without you being here. I truly mean that, and I'm so grateful for you guys. So stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy hunting, and we'll catch you all tomorrow. Adios.